What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to Mentorship Monday program. This is an awesome episode. You guys are really going to enjoy it. But before you guys get into the episode, while you're watching, smash the subscribe button so you can hear about all the great stuff that we're up to at the DeRosa Group. Justin, tell us what they're going to learn in today's episode.
What a great episode today. We talk property management. How do you find a good property manager? What questions should you be asking? How do you go about this entire process? And when do you even need one?
What is going on, YouTube? It's Matt Faircloth. Welcome to the Mentorship Monday program. Come on in, Justin. How are you?
Hello. Happy Monday.
How's it going? Happy Monday, brother. How are you?
I am great.
Take it away. What do we got?
I'm so excited about this question from Josh. Josh wants to know, going to start investing in multifamily properties.
All right.
And he's wondering, how do you hire a full-time property manager on site? What should he be looking for? Just what is that entire process like? I love this question because I deal with property managers every day.
My thought, Josh, is that you've got it when you're hiring a property manager. I would be super clear on what their job description is, because property manager, that monocle, that name of a job gets spread around among a lot of different duties. So we're talking about somebody that's going to do leasing. We're talking about somebody that's going to do rent collection, somebody that's going to keep your books and do your finances and enter accounts receivable, accounts payable, that kind of thing. Are they going to do that? Are they going to handle maintenance calls? Are they going to handle lease renewals? Are they going to handle upkeep on your grounds and preventative maintenance? So first and foremost, I would say, and then I'm going to hand it over to Justin, is I would come up with a very, very good job description for that person, using everything I just said, plus whatever else you can think of. Justin, what do you got beyond what I just said?
I have a few more clues that Josh did not exactly tell me the size of the property he's looking for, but he does say he has $300,000 to invest. So let's assume that's maybe $1 million type property. So let's call it a 20 unit property, right? That Josh is looking for. This size property you're kind of stuck between too small and too big. So you're going to have to do third party. Josh mentioned hiring full-time staff. So let's break down when and how. But first, at the end of the day, beginning of the day, before you get started, we need to make sure a property management company is going to do what you want it to do, as Matt said, and that they have the experience doing that. So you want to look at companies that are managing the same type assets in the same type location. So if you're looking for that 20 unit property and you are interviewing management companies that manage single family houses only, they're probably not going to be a great fit. Or if you're interviewing companies that are used to having full-time staff and manage, 100, 200, 300 unit type properties, they're probably not going to be a good fit either. So you've got to find the right property manager for the right size property. They're not all the same. Some will tell you they are, but they're not going to do it very well because they manage differently. So typically you can do on-site or off-site management, third-party management. And so on the larger deals, like what we do is we have full-time staff. Our properties have anywhere between 2 and 7 employees that are paid for by the property itself. We hire the management company hires the staff. So those guys are our full-time employees because they're multi-hundred unit properties. On something, if we're talking about a 20 unit, 10 unit type property, you're going to have a third-party manager. That manager probably has 7 or 8 or more owners just like you, right? They might have 100 units they're managing across, 8 or 10 different properties. So you want to find out how they manage, how many properties they manage, how you get billed, what your fees are. Do you have fees for leasing up units? Do you have fees for just a flat management fee? Are they going to mark up your maintenance? You just need answers to everything, how the money flows in, how the money flows out, where they get a cut, and what services they are providing for you for all of that.
A lot of data you got to collect, a lot of interviewing you got to do if you're considering a property management company, everything from how many units you have under management, also to how many properties of the same similar caliber that you're buying, and then regions of management. I believe that Justin and I have given a lot of data here. And I think the best thing to do is to listen to this and develop a checklist. There are some great things, great elements. I can think of at least probably 4 to 5 videos on our YouTube channel that are around property management. Great stuff. Videos seem to do really well with the people that there's a lot of views. So I guess people thought something of them, right? Develop a hiring checklist for either the company or the person that you're hiring, and collect data to fill in that checklist. So everything Justin and I just said, videos that we have on YouTube, go into BiggerPockets, put posts on the forums, and collect data that will enable you to develop like this ironclad checklist to make sure, like, okay, do they own property themselves? How many years they manage? How many years they've been in business, right? Like either a checklist or a questionnaire sheet that you're going to kind of fill out as you interview them and get to know them. Justin, what do you think about that?
Oh, I love it. I love that idea.
And once you build that, send it to us.
We have a Google sheet that we use. It's essentially the first column is a checklist, and then every row is a number, is the different property management company. So I might interview a dozen management companies for our next project. And so I will line them all up and I'll put, where did I hear from them? Did I just Google them? Was I referred by a broker or a lender or someone else? And everything Matt said, but also even like, well, what's their Google review rating? How big are they? Where do they manage? How many units do they manage in the town you're looking to buy in, and nationally or regionally as well? So you got to break down all the different sort of facets and then decide what is going to work for you. And if you don't have any experience, then I would say go with the manager that has the most similar type asset size experience as close as possible to your asset location.
What you got? Yeah, absolutely. Exactly. So that's some great stuff. There's a lot to property management. There's a lot to selecting. Maybe that's a video series that Justin could do eventually with you guys. As you can tell, he knows a ton about it. We're not beating this thing into the ground. What we're doing is just trying to underscore how important property managers are. Justin and I have had the same property, right? Property did not change, did not transform, did not have a bunch of different things happen. All that happened was a different property manager ran the property. And this property went from very low performance to running off the page performance. And that was just by the change of personnel and the change of management protocol from the PM company those folks reported to. Without the person implementing on the ground, it's such an imperative position for success in real estate. You have to have someone that's implementing your vision and holding the tenants accountable and running the day-to-day. Without it, you'll likely fail in this business.
And so it's very hard to know, even with everything they're telling you, they're putting on a great sales presentation, are they going to be a good fit for you? The last section of our sort of questionnaire is for references. Yes. And I want them to provide references, but usually you can find what properties they manage. They usually list them on their website. If you can find some owners that they don't provide a list of, you want to talk to who they provide you. But then if you can find some owners that you found through their website, get a phone number, you definitely want to talk to them. And you want to ask
a local RIA club, like a local RIA club. Like if you're investing in Lexington, we've got Bluegrass, the Bluegrass Real Estate Club. Ask them if you've got other RIAs or whatever. Ask, has anybody ever heard of ABC Company or whatever? They'll give you good feedback too. So
right. And so when you call them, you want to ask, what they do well and what you wish that they would improve on, and would you hire them again? Yeah. And it doesn't have to be super complicated. You can do this in a 5-minute phone conversation. You don't want to be a burden. Yeah. But really, you want to know is like, what do you love about them, and what do you wish they could do better?
Get down to brass tacks, man. Exactly. I have not pulled any punches for people that have called me about PM companies that I work with. I'm never gonna be like, oh yeah, they're amazing, that's great, everything's perfect. It's not like that. No PM company have we worked with have I said, yes, everything's absolutely perfect. No, I'll say this is what they're great at. This is what you got to watch them for. Two things. And that's every PM company we work with. And I think that we work with 4 of them now. Well, good stuff, Justin. Great answer. Great question. Thank you, Josh. Don't forget to send your questions, guys, in to helpme@derosiergroup.com. We'll answer them right on the air. We'll read them off and answer them for you. But if you guys want 3 months worth of insiders for free, then just be a guest on our show. Come on in and we'll chat with you. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a great and profitable week.